heart, and wisdom. Welcome to the new episode, Cartography of Abandonment. Some friendships do not end with a clear goodbye. They are slowly redrawn through silence, shifting priorities, altered loyalties, and the gradual withdrawal of familiarity. Cartography of Abandonment traces that changing landscape, not to remain trapped in what was lost, but to understand how deeply shared bonds can dissolve, and how clarity, acceptance, and self-respect eventually guide us forward.
The quiet cartography of abandonment, how familiarity, silence, and shifting allegiances redraw the landscape of friendship. This is a generic case. What transpired was not merely the gradual attenuation of a friendship, but an exquisitely disorienting exercise in emotional discontinuity. A person who had once occupied a position of warmth, familiarity, and apparent mutual regard slowly receded behind a veil of silence, leaving unanswered questions to ferment into prolonged uncertainty. Whether occasioned by changing circumstances, altered priorities, or newfound affinities elsewhere, is ultimately immaterial. The consequence remained the same. A relationship that had once seemed meaningful was permitted to dissolve without the dignity of timely clarity. The most sobering lesson lies not in the abandonment itself, but in the realization that profound investment in another's presence offers no guarantee of their permanence, and that those who depart often do so with considerably less turbulence than those left to decipher the silence. Yet in the end, clarity succeeds confusion, acceptance supersedes resentment, and one learns that self-respect is best preserved not by pursuing those who have withdrawn, but by gracefully releasing what no longer chooses to remain.
A note on abandonment. Some people abandon relationships because they feel overwhelmed by changing circumstances or do not know how to carry the emotional responsibility of a bond they no longer wish to continue. Their withdrawal may not always come from cruelty, but silence, inconsistency, and emotional coldness can still make the abandonment feel intentional to the person left behind. For some, this may be the first time in life that someone deeply trusted has suddenly become distant. That experience can shake their emotional stability, disturb their sense of safety, and leave them grieving not only the person, but also the comfort, familiarity, and emotional balance that once existed within that friendship. To those who choose to leave, circumstances may explain your decision, or you would have even acknowledged it, but they do not remove your responsibility to communicate with dignity. Do not make someone decode silence where an honest conversation could have offered clarity. To those who were left behind, your pain might be coming from the emotional shock of watching warmth become silence, familiarity become coldness, and a secure bond change without a compassionate ending. Grieve what was real. Allow yourself time to regain emotional balance. Seek support when the pain feels too heavy, and never abandon your own peace while trying to understand why someone else abandoned you. It just shows their character, and you are strong enough to protect your peace.